For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. These powerful words from the Apostle Paul unveil a profound truth. Our salvation is not an achievement, but a gift. It's not something we earn through tireless effort or good deeds. Instead, it's freely given to us by God, an expression of His immeasurable love and mercy. This, my friends, is grace. Grace is God's unmerited favor, His loving kindness extended to us despite our imperfections and shortcomings. Imagine a world where kindness is bestowed without reason, where forgiveness flows freely without the need for repayment. That's the essence of grace, a divine gift that defies human logic and surpasses our understanding. Grace is the life preserver thrown to us when we're drowning in our mistakes. It's the light that pierces the darkness of our doubts and fears. In a world obsessed with accomplishments and self-sufficiency, grace reminds us that we are loved and accepted by God just as we are. The beauty of grace lies in its unearned nature. We don't have to prove ourselves worthy or jump through hoops to receive it. Think of a parent's love for their child. It's not based on the child's accomplishments or good behavior. It's unconditional, freely given out of the overflowing abundance of their heart. In the same way, God's grace is not a reward for good behavior or a prize for spiritual achievement. It's a gift, freely given to all who will receive it. It's His way of saying, I love you, not because of who you are, but because of who I am. The world often tells us we need to earn love, acceptance, and forgiveness. But God's grace whispers a different message. You are already loved. You are already accepted. You are already forgiven. This truth, once embraced, has the power to transform our lives from the inside out. While grace is freely given, it's not passively received. It requires faith, a confident trust in God and His promises. Think of a child reaching out to take a candy from their parent. The parent offers it freely, but the child needs to extend their hand in trust to receive it. Faith is the bridge that connects us to God's grace. It's not about mustering up enough willpower or intellectual assent. It's about simply opening our hearts to God, acknowledging our need for Him, and trusting in His love and mercy. Faith is not a one-time event, it's a journey of trust and surrender. It's about taking God at His word, even when we don't understand, even when life gets tough. It's about believing that He is good, that He loves us, and that He has a plan for our lives even when we can't see it. Embracing God's grace is not just a theological concept, it's a life-changing experience. It frees us from the burden of trying to earn God's favor and empowers us to live a life of freedom and joy. When we truly grasp the magnitude of God's grace, our hearts overflow with gratitude, humility, and a desire to extend that same grace to others. We begin to see ourselves and others through the lens of God's love, offering forgiveness, compassion, and understanding. We let go of self-condemnation and embrace the truth that we are God's beloved children, accepted and cherished just as we are. So, dear friends, let us open our hearts to the transformative power of God's grace. Let us receive it with humility and gratitude, allowing it to shape our thoughts, words, and actions. And let us become conduits of His grace, extending love, forgiveness, and hope to a world desperately in need of it. For in giving grace, we truly receive it in abundance.